Well, that frustrating evening. One goal decided it in the end. Must be frustrated at the way it went.
Yeah, obviously a tough game, a really big pitch against a side we don't know too much about, and especially with the changes that that they made with the good players that they've got and the size of the club and the stature of the club. So we knew it was going to be a tough game for us, and it was. Wasn't happy with a couple of things first half, but I still felt we were well in the game, and just disappointed at the timing of the goal really, because other than that, maybe a long range shot onto Jack. We've had a good moment with Kizzy at the far post header. Enzio's cut inside and had a really good opportunity to get a goal for us. So we're going one down at half time, but second half with a couple of changes, just in tactically a little bit. I think we grew stronger and stronger as the half went on, and you're probably disappointed not to get something out of it, because we really pressed and pushed there at the end, and the substitutions had a real impact for us, but unfortunately we just couldn't find that goal.
They had a lot of possession in the first half. I'd be interested in seeing the possession stats, but as you say, until the goal, nothing too much really trouble. We defended well in the penalty area, where they seemed to have had a lot of space on the ball.
Yeah, I'm not overly worried about possession stats, to be honest with you, Tony. They can have, certain teams, certain places can have balls across the edge of their box, and not hurt us. A couple of times we got into midfield and cut us open a little bit more than we normally would, but again, that's probably getting tweaked at half time, and I didn't think they did at all second half particularly, so I was a lot happier with the shape off the ball second half, and then just on that counter attack we looked threat and certain moments, and Josh looked to threat, and Enzio, no, I was pleased with the second half performance more than the first.
And a 5-minute spell in the second half where we had two or three good opportunities in quick succession. Ali Smith with a shot, and then Killian almost getting in on one.
Yeah, and asking questions of them, and balls bouncing, a couple of good little bits of play, and balls coming in the box, and and then unfortunately Rob stands a lovely ball up there at the far post, and unfortunately Luke just can't keep it down. And
that was the moment, wasn't it? Because still at 1-0, always in with a chance, and virtually, well, it was just about, apart from the goal kick, it was the last kick of the game. That was the moment.
That was the best chance we had right at the death there.
Had to make a change just before half time. Kobe coming off didn't look that great from the stands.
No, just a bit of tightness. So it was more precaution than anything. And I said to him I didn't want him to risk it, and anything serious happens. So we'll see how he's in the morning when we come in. And
pushing Joe Kizzy into centre back and bringing John Barden on at right back got John back into the lineup. And then two sets of two changes in the second half. Yeah,
as I said, I thought the subs have done really well tonight. It's really tough on John because I've got unbelievable competition for that position, and it's probably just that Kizzy has played so many games because of John's injury last year that Kiz just got the nod over John, which I felt was quite harsh on John, if I'm being honest, because it was a tough decision for me to make, because John has come back pre-season firing, and I've been really impressed with him both in training and in pre-season games, but he's managed to get some minutes tonight. Kiz did really well when he moved into centre half, and then as you say, the likes of Harry bringing him on, Luke Gambin, Kwame, and young Killian coming on up front, who certainly had an impact as well. So I was pleased with the options we had off the bench.
Still 3 games now without a win. Looking to Barrow at home on Saturday to put that right. That's going to be another tough one, and you have to presumably have a look at who's available and the injury situation later on. How's the Will Randall situation?
Yeah, if you're just looking at Sam Hart's just not been well recently, and he's should hopefully be available for selection at the weekend, but hasn't trained much because of his illness. Ben Goodliff, we're finding out for certain in the morning exactly what's going on there. Will Randall, that bad dead leg, wasn't quite right for today. He's back in tomorrow, and we'll just see how it is. It's a day-to-day really with the dead legs, and see how they are. So they're the few that haven't been involved recently. Still looking to bring a few in as well. Ultimately, we're going into another good game and a big game against Barrow. I'm not sure how they got on tonight, but have certainly started well in the 2 games, in the 2 league games. Most important thing for me, Tony, is results, isn't it? Because we're in a results business and we want to win. But we've had 2 league games. One really hard fought, deserved draw, a bit of a freak for me, and an undeserved defeat on Saturday after an excellent performance. And then we came here against higher opposition in the League Cup and unfortunately run them close, just like we did with Cardiff last year. So it's very much like it was last year, and it's same amount of points and pretty much mirrored where we were after last week. So all I'm concentrating on is just making sure the performances and our application is still there, and we'll get our first result and away we go.
Right, we look forward to seeing you on Saturday, and thanks for talking to us.
Brilliant. Cheers, Tony. Thanks.